TIFU and got caught fox hunting. And now I stink. This is an ongoing situation for me. Heard from a close friend that he'd mentioned this elsewhere on here and it got a little attention. So I thought I'd come here and share my side of the story. I'm part of an informal hunting club group of friends that I only recently joined. Trying to make friends that organizes hunting activities together. Usually deer or bird. Nothing special. One day someone had the bright idea to try a fox hunt. I was a bit skeptical because of the legal, ethical implications. But somehow got sold that LARPing as British noblemen might be fun to try for one afternoon to see if I liked it. Try anything once, right? So a small group of us decided to do it. With hounds, etc. Well, apparently the wife or girlfriend of someone in the group had notified Fish and Wildlife Services. And I got charged for the illegal fox hunting. Which, I'm not complaining. It was a really dumb decision. I agreed to a deal for a punishment that I thought was letting me off very easy. No jail time. No hunting for a year. And only 30 days of probation, modified house arrest. The only catch being that for those 30 days, I'd have to keep an open bottle of fox urine in every room of my house. My attorney advised me that there's likely nothing illegal about a punishment like this. And similar, oddball, punishments have been administered in various cases before. It's a probation condition that's related to the crime. If I appealed, I could likely get out of it. But that would result in a new sentence which likely would involve jail time. So, I took the deal. I didn't think it would be so hard. I was wrong. I'm only about 2 weeks into it now. And it really sucks. I stink. And it's getting to the point that showers aren't helping. I can leave the house, go outside, etc. between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. every day. But I have to spend my nights inside and it's getting worse every day. Plus I'm alone. My wife took the kids to spend the month at her mom's place so they don't have to deal with this odor. I expected it to stink. But I also thought I'd get used to it after a while. Like I have with any other bad smell. But for some reason it's not happening. It's getting worse and affecting me more every day. I don't know why. And sometimes I wonder if I can make it another 2 weeks. Also, it doesn't even smell like urine. Not even like a really unclean bathroom. It's somehow way worse than that and very pervasive. I know I shouldn't be complaining and I guess it beats a year in jail. Which I might get if I violate probation. But, man, this stinks. Literally. I do feel bad. And I researched the cruelty of that style of fox hunting. Now I almost feel trapped and cornered and anxious in here, sort of like the foxes do. Maybe that's the point. To make me reflect on that. TL. Doctor got caught fox hunting. Have to keep fox urine in my house for a month. It's way worse than I thought. Sorry, but as a hunter myself, I absolutely cannot stand those who don't follow their state and federal rules when it comes to hunting. I also have zero sympathy for people that hunt for any other reason than to fill up their freezer with meat. People don't eat fox, so even when it is done legally and in season, it still just seems like a bunch of psychos killing just because they like it. Can't say I feel too bad for you. Hard to imagine that you didn't know hound hunting was excessively cruel. If you wanted to hurt foxes, I don't have a problem with you smelling like a fox for a while. That said, why not cap the bottles? There's no cameras in your home, right? Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. You're lucky your sentence wasn't outrunning a pack of attack hounds. I'm an attorney, but not your attorney. Not legal advice. And one of the things that surprised me was how common sentences like this are. I can think of several newsworthy cases off the top of my head that are easily findable online. The guy in Texas who was sentenced to sleep in a doghouse outdoors for allegedly making his Son do the same. Some woman sentenced to spend 8 hours in a garbage dump for neglecting her dog. A woman sentenced to spend a night alone in a dark forest with no food for abandoning kittens in the woods. A woman sentenced to walk for 26 miles after stiffing a cab driver over a 26-mile ride. And these are just the noteworthy cases that made the news. How many haven't? I can tell you I've had multiple clients get strange sentences and not a peep in the news. Are they cruel, unusual? My understanding is that this question is usually unanswered. The defendant usually wants to keep these cases far away from the scrutiny of any appeals court, because they prefer their weird sentence to jail time. If the prosecution and defense agree on the sentence and it's not appealed, there's no one to rule on its constitutionality. Enjoy your stinky home. Super don't feel bad for you. Sucks to feel trapped, doesn't it? Now, if they sent in a pack of dogs, maybe you'd get it. And poaching when it's not needed to feed yourself or your family. Fuck that shit. You and your friends suck. It seems like this punishment is actually teaching you a lesson. Something jail just never seems to do. So good. Hope you legitimately learn from this. This is similar to what they make big cat poachers do in Africa. They force the poachers to eat cat shit as part of their release. I can't say I feel bad for you. Good, I hope you are suffering. Yeah, this is probably some kind of weird fetish fiction. This isn't the first time I've seen a new account post a TIFU about committing a crime and being punished with animal waste. First off, sounds like you deserve it. But on the other hand, wouldn't putting something over the jars stop the smell? Sounds like an effective punishment. You deserve way worse. Mentioned a few things in the comments. This is a family home. You have a wife and kids at home, and unusual punishments are usually restricted to just the individual FCKWIT who committed the crime being punished, not their wife and kids. Is the wife expected to pay for cleaning and replacing fabrics, upholstery, etc., thereby putting someone unrelated to the crime out of pocket for repairs and replacement of their personal property? This could be considered a health code violation because your children were expected to exist in an environment where a judge has ordered uncovered biological waste to be present at all times, etc. Perhaps speak to your lawyer about these issues because this doesn't seem right or fair on several individuals who did not make a damned stupid decision to terrorize and murder a small, defenseless animal for sport. Background. I live in central England in a region where there used to be at least 3 official and ancient fox hunts. My mother owns a pub and we have had entitled SS hats and red jackets outside on their property, demanding refreshments from horseback while 30+ hounds piss and dig up the garden area at 6 a.m. I have actively sabotaged hunts by running around the forest the day before the advertised hunt was to take place with a can of fox spray scent, creating massive trails that had the dogs running around in circles for many hours. I cannot tell you how much I despise this sport, and the FCKWITs that partake in it. But saying that, your wife and kids are being punished emotionally and financially and perhaps their health being put at risk for something you did. You should be punished, not them. Again, speak to your lawyer about these concerns and perhaps have him talk with the judge about a different punishment for your crimes. Because as it stands, not a lawyer, it sounds like your wife and kids could have a claim to cruel and unusual punishment against them by the judge, court. You deserve what you get. Forgive me if I sound skeptical, but hunting group that goes killing deer and birds concerned about ethics. I am clueless on hunting shit, but to me these do not go together at all. You and your friends are terrible human beings. They should have let dogs tear y'all to shreds as punishment. Fuck each and every one of you. You deserve worse, tbh. You were going to go out and poach foxes. I wish you had to shower in fox piss every day for the rest of your life. You pile of trash. Wheel. On the bright side, you won't have to worry about mice in your house for the next year. Some of the pest repellents I've used before contain fox urine. If I remember it right, one of the sales brochures for a product said that fox urine triggers some kind of instinctual flight response in mice. So, are you ever going fox hunting ever again? As an animal rights activist, this judge is my hero. This needs to become standard for abusers everywhere. I hate to say it, but what a foolish, ignorant man to think he's getting off easy here. Still no respect for foxes and what they're capable of. Even in court, no one can take 30 days of this. Sounds like he's finding that out the hard way. I hope he pictures those terrified foxes getting surrounded by hounds, as that stench surrounds and envelops him more and more, until it's so thick in the air he can taste it. And it will be, I promise. Less than 2 weeks in, and already the anxiety's getting to you, huh? PFF. Good luck.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.